If you're watching this video, don't skip it, because what I'm about to share changed the way money moves through my life forever. And before we go any further, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because every single week I share tools that help you rewire your mind for wealth, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. So let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how money can come into your life and then, almost like sand slipping through your fingers, it's gone? You work hard, you're smart, you do everything right. And still, somehow the money disappears faster than it arrived. Meanwhile, you probably know someone, maybe it's even you, who barely seems to try, and wealth just keeps flowing to them, easily, effortlessly, like it's the most natural thing in the world. Why does that happen? For years, I lived exactly in that first category. I worked myself to exhaustion, and still watched my bank account empty out every single month. I used to believe deep down that some people were simply born to be rich, and others, people like me, were born to struggle. I thought wealth was something you were either chosen for or you weren't. But here's what I eventually discovered. That belief wasn't truth. It was just information. It was programming I had absorbed, mostly without even knowing it, from childhood, from the words spoken around me, from the emotional charge I carried about money. And once I understood that, everything began to shift. So today, I want to walk you through exactly what I learned, the mindset, the beliefs, and the practice that finally allowed money not just to enter my life, but to stay. Let's start with a declaration. Say this out loud with me, right now, wherever you are. I am a magnet for money, and everything I desire flows to me with ease. Say it again. I am a magnet for money, and everything I desire flows to me with ease. Feel that. Repetition is not just a technique, it's a doorway. Every time you repeat a statement with genuine feeling behind it, you are speaking directly to your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind does not judge whether something is realistic. It simply accepts what you feed it as true, and then it goes to work creating a reality that matches that belief. Your outer life, always, is a mirror of what's happening inside of you first. Now here's a question for you to sit with. What is the very first money memory you can recall from childhood? Was it a feeling of lack, of shame, of fighting? Pause the video for a second if you need to and really think about it. Because that early memory is very often the seed of the belief that's been quietly running your financial life ever since. Let me tell you a story that illustrates this perfectly. Not long ago, I was at a hair salon, and I overheard a conversation between a client and her stylist. He said to her, "You look amazing. Did you lose weight? You seem so much younger." And she said, "Actually, I just went through a divorce, 17 years of marriage, a painful betrayal, a lot of suffering." He said, "Well, it clearly did you good. You're glowing." And she smiled and said, "It's because I met someone new, someone from my past, actually. And he treats me like a queen. He respects me. He takes care of me. He does everything my ex-husband never did. There's just one problem. He doesn't have money. I really do have terrible luck. Out of everyone in the world, I go and fall for the one poor man." I sat there quietly, and I couldn't help but think of my own past, because I used to think exactly like that. I used to believe that if you were born without money, the only way out of poverty was to win the lottery, or to marry someone wealthy. That was the whole belief system. That was the entire menu of options I thought life had given me. But notice what that woman was really saying. She believed her worth and her luck was tied entirely to someone else's bank account. She believed she had bad luck with money because she chose a good man who happened to be poor. But here's the truth. She wasn't poor because of who she chose to love. She was poor because of the beliefs running quietly underneath her choices. The same beliefs that had likely been shaping her financial reality her whole life, completely separate from this relationship. And this brings me to something essential I need you to really absorb. None of us are actually poor. We are, all of us, temporarily experiencing a condition created by belief, not by destiny. In our essence, we are unlimited abundance. We are extensions of the same infinite creative source that built galaxies out of nothing. That same intelligence lives in you, but most of us walk around disconnected from that truth, because roughly 95% of what runs our daily behavior is buried in the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is the projector creating the movie you call your life. So here's your first exercise. Take a piece of paper right now, or open your notes app, and write down 3 beliefs about money that you inherited, not created, inherited, from your family, your culture, or your childhood environment. Common ones sound like, rich people are greedy, money doesn't grow on trees, we're just not that kind of family. Write them down. Seeing them in black and white is the first step to dissolving their power over you. I want to be honest with you. I once attracted several wealthy people into my life, thinking that was my ticket out of struggle. But none of them were truly aligned with who I was, and yet, every single one of them taught me something extraordinary. Not one of them had been born rich. Every one of them had built their wealth from nothing, and that shattered the old belief I carried, that people born poor stay poor forever. Once I understood that, my thinking flipped completely. I realized, if they could build wealth from nothing, so could I. I didn't need to find a rich partner to access abundance. I could become the source of it myself. And from that moment forward, I chose relationships based on connection, respect, and love, not financial status. That, to me, is real freedom. Choosing someone because they add to your life, not because you need their wallet to survive. Now let me share something remarkable that happened to someone who practiced exactly what I teach. He told me he had started a gratitude and forgiveness practice years earlier, but at first, nothing seemed to change. So he nearly gave up. Life got hard. He lost a beloved pet and felt overwhelmed with grief and anger. But instead of staying stuck in resentment, he began repeating a simple healing phrase toward the situation. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. He said it toward the memory of his pet. He said it toward the people involved in that painful moment. And slowly, something in him began to soften. By the end of the year, he made a decision. The next year would be different. He committed to releasing old resentments before the year even began. And almost immediately, he said his life felt different, lighter, even though nothing external had changed yet. That's such an important lesson. So let me ask you directly. What old resentment are you still carrying that might be quietly blocking your abundance? Write it down. Naming it is the beginning of releasing it. He kept repeating his phrase, applying it specifically to his finances. Blessed, prosperous opportunity. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Again and again, with real feeling. And not long after, out of nowhere, he won a financial prize in a promotional contest he'd nearly forgotten he'd entered. Years of feeling financially stuck, and then, almost overnight, a breakthrough. Was it luck, or was it alignment? I believe it's the second one. When you clear the emotional debris blocking your energy, when you release resentment and replace it with gratitude, you're not just thinking positive. You're literally reprogramming the projector I mentioned earlier. And when the projector changes, the movie has no choice but to change with it. So here's your second exercise, and I want you to actually do this one, not just listen to it. Every morning for the next 7 days before you check your phone, say this out loud. I am open to receive. Money flows to me easily, and I release all fear around it. Say it slowly. Say it like you mean it. And notice, really notice, the small signs of abundance that show up during your week. An unexpected discount, a returned debt, a small gift, a new opportunity. Write each one down. What you appreciate, appreciates. I want you to understand something important before we close. This isn't magic in the sense of something happening without you. This is about identity. It's about becoming, internally, the version of you who money feels safe around. The version who isn't afraid of it, resentful of it, or desperate for it, but who welcomes it the way you'd welcome an old, trusted friend. Money doesn't stay where it isn't respected. It doesn't stay where it's feared or chased or resented. It stays where it's genuinely welcomed, in a mind at peace, in a heart that believes it's worthy, in a life that has made room for it, emotionally and energetically, not just practically. So today, choose to become that person. Choose your declaration. Choose your gratitude. Choose to release what no longer serves you. Because your outer world will always, eventually, catch up to your inner one. If this resonated with you even a little, tell me in the comments. Which belief are you finally ready to release? I read every single one, and I promise you, your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And before you go, subscribe. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, and come back next week, because we are just getting started on this journey toward true, lasting abundance. Your wealthy, peaceful, abundant life is not a fantasy. It's a decision. Make it today.